Hey everybody, I hope all of y'all are having a good day today. I'm out in our payag, our hut, trying to find a quiet place. You would think in the middle of the jungle on top of a mountain in the middle of Southeast Asia that you wouldn't have any problem finding silence or quietness. Not here in the Philippines, so I don't mind the roosters and the carabao, the water buffalo and stuff like that, but one of the big things here in the Philippines is karaoke. They absolutely love karaoke, and this time of the year around Christmas, man, it's day and night, nonstop. And they start celebrating Christmas here in the Burr months, September, October, November. Got people coming up outside. Always somebody coming here. But anyway, so it goes on and on and on. So if you hear music in the background, it's karaoke. So anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that Future Love, our ministry here in the Philippines, we're busy this time of year. This weekend we have our Saturday morning feeding, and then Sunday we're going to have our family bonding day. Tomorrow we're going somewhere, and I'm not going to say where because I don't like to say ahead of time where we're going, because there's folks out there that watch me on social media and they're not good people. They're, they could, it's just dangerous here. So I don't like to project where I'm going. I'll mention where we went after we're finished. So anyway, we're going somewhere tomorrow. Lynn and I will be guest speakers, and we will be the guest speakers for I think it's 27th year Thanksgiving anniversary for this worship center. And it's always one of my favorite things to do is to get up and speak with my wife, Lynn. She and I are twin flames. We go out 2 by 2. She is my interpreter, but she's not only my interpreter, but she also adds her interpretation of things as the Holy Spirit guides her. And so we're a good pair. We go out 2 by 2, and it's like we just blend together perfectly, and it's a good team. God doesn't choose bad teams. So anyway, he put us together, and it's amazing whenever I get to do that with her. One day I'll talk about the twin flames and share some deep stuff about that for you guys that are interested in it. But anyway, we're going to be going tomorrow to do that. I had to turn down a speaking engagement for this Sunday because we're doing our family bonding, and the place where they wanted us to go to is about a 3-hour drive from here. Normally I would do it. I would do that in the morning, and then I would come back here in the afternoon for the family bonding, but there's just no way unless I had a helicopter. If any of y'all got a helicopter? I'll do it. But don't have a helicopter, so I can't get there and back fast enough, so I had to turn that one down. And the other day I had a total stranger contact me on Facebook Messenger, a missionary in Nepal. And she's actually from India, but she has gone to Nepal, and she's just sharing the love of God with those people up there. They're mainly Muslims and Buddhists, but she's sharing the love of God with them, and they've been going through a lot of earthquakes and a lot of problems here lately. And she asked me if I would call and share a short message of my testimony and share the gospel. Just a message on love, about a 20 or 30 minute message. I was like, sure, it's no problem. So on my 29th, their 28th, I think there's a 10-hour difference between us. I got to get up very early in the morning. I'm going to skip my gym day, and we're going to video chat, and I'm going to give them a short message. So I'm excited about that. I always love speaking with people that haven't had that religion, the spirit of religion, especially Western influence, has not gotten its grip on them that strong yet. And so I'm excited to where maybe I may talk about some deep things with them, because I know they'll be open to it. They're not scared to look at something differently. And most people, that's what's wrong with denominationalism and things like that today, is most people get all wrapped up in their doctrinal beliefs, and they're afraid, just scared to death to even look at something from a different angle and question what they may think is true. And so it's always a pleasure to talk to people like that. So anyway, it's going to be a busy next few days for us, and I love being busy. I'd rather be busy than sitting around doing nothing, so it's all good. I had somebody contact me the other day and asking me if I believe Jesus was God. And, they said it's written that Jesus was fully God and he's fully man. And, they were telling me that you have to believe that Jesus is God or you're not saved. And they were telling me if you don't believe that Jesus is God, then you're not saved. And even though my testimony says otherwise, because I'm like, what is your testimony? Well, I said the prayer, and I got baptized, and I believe that Jesus is God, and I'm saved. And if you don't believe that, you're not saved. I'm like, really? Because God has came into my life in a supernatural way and changed me forever. It just, I could never go back to that old self. And so I started talking to them about the fullness of God, because Jesus was fully God and fully man. And what is God? God is love. All right, so he was fully love and fully man, meaning Jesus had the new heart. He didn't have a heart of stone. He had that circumcision of the heart. All right, and we're told that about coming into the fullness of God. We can come into the fullness of God as well. That is whenever the word that they used there was pleroma. All right, and it sounds like aroma, a sweet smelling aroma to God. But pleroma means the fullness, completion. All right, so we all have that ability to come into the fullness of God, to be fully God, fully love, and fully man. All right, that's where it's written about when perfection comes. That word for perfection there means to come full circle. All of us at one time, I know whenever I first became born again, it was love that changed me. It was amazing. And then I went on this journey, and I kind of got away from love. I got religious for a little while, and I was coming around, and God brought me back. He brought me back to love, to where I understand now that love is everything. Love is the only thing that matters. A lot of people, when they're about halfway or 3/4 of the way, they're, God is love, but. God is love, but. When you come to the fullness of God, you come back around, you realize God is love, and that's it. There is no buts. All right? And so you just love people, share the love of God with people without any condemnation or finger pointing, and just let love do the work that has to be done in them. You don't have to worry about telling them, oh, you're doing this, and you're doing that, and you're doing this. That's when you come into the fullness of God, fullness of love. It's not saying you don't get angry and upset whenever somebody cuts you off when you're going down the road and stuff like that. It's not what it's talking about. Even Jesus flipped over tables and ran people out of the temple. All right? But it's just coming into the fullness of God. And that's what I'm going to preach on the 29th and tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So, do I believe Jesus is God? Yeah. I believe he had the fullness of love within him, just like those who are called will have the fullness of God within them. Anyway, I love you all. God bless.